What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Next Breath podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Bell, fashion designer and CEO of 14th Pharaoh Apparel, where style reigns supreme. Here, we aim to breathe life into the next generation of dreamers, doers, and change makers. Every breath we take here reminds us that the future belongs to the youth and it's up to us to shape it. Before we dive in, I want to thank God, the ultimate giver of inspiration and grace, for this opportunity and platform, because without Him, none of this would be possible. And of course, like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay updated on all future episodes. Today, we're about to tap into the mind of an artist who is creating music and pushing boundaries with every single word. We're talking about the world of Zion Ali, a Chi-Town musical artist who brings smiles everywhere he goes. Now, I've been around Zion firsthand, and I can tell you all that his energy is nothing but exciting and inspirational. So sit back, relax, and without further ado, let's dive into what it means to create and live with purpose. Zion Ali.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for being here, man. Tell us something that most people might not know about you, just to start us off.
Yeah, so I'm a youth empowerment artist. I perform at schools, nonprofits, and political events to uplift the youth. I've been making music since I was I guess, 7. I've been musically inclined since I was 7. Been doing musicals, plays. I performed on stages and a bunch of open mics. Um, uh, yeah, I started my youth initiative a year ago because I've listened to the music that's on the radio, and it's just been getting so aggressive, like to the point it's like you might as well just let us cuss on the radio. And the kids has nothing else to listen to, or just me and you have nothing else to listen to, because sometimes I don't want to. Well, most times I don't want to hear nothing about I'm about to get back on my brother, or like hurt my brother, or kill my sister, or whatever's going on, whatever they pushing. And I just want something positive for the kids to listen to, so they have something to believe in themselves. So, and I'm not disregarding anybody who's telling a story. It's just for we don't have anything that's alternative for our kids. So I just decided to dedicate my music a year ago to just pushing that.
I completely resonate with that, man. I actually respect a lot of that, like just coming from you, because there is so much music today that's just negative or just not pushing like positivity at all. It's all about like violence, degeneracy and other like negative things. And again, not like condemning or talking down on people who do that type of music, because some people come from like hard backgrounds and stuff, but for like kids and stuff to meditate on that music constantly is like, it's not really beneficial for them. So Zion, you've been performing since you were little, as you said. Could you tell me about one moment that you really were like, this is what I meant to do? Do you have a moment like that?
So I dropped the album a year ago. It's not out anymore. It was called "A Man in the Mirror." Nothing inspired from Michael Jackson. It was just it really was inspired by Michael Jackson, but the music I made wasn't inspired by Michael Jackson. It was the message behind it. You have to look in yourself and make that change. Look at yourself in the mirror and make that change. So and there was nothing bad going on. It was just like the evolution of self, of believing in self, and knowing that sometimes you're gonna go through something, but nevertheless you can always stop but don't quit. Right on. So that's what the whole message from that album was. And the last song on that album was called Breakdowns, which I'm going to release later, because that's the song that really took the cake for me to dedicate my music to the youth, because that song was just for self improvement, and it was just the message behind it was different. All my songs behind it was just about like relationships and you know this is like the little stuff. But when I focus my energy on like, we're gonna get through this, this is just a little mountain that we can jump over. And people walked up to me after I got done performing that song and told me that that song they love that song. Where can I find it? And then after I've been promoting it for a while, somebody walked up to me, like a bunch of people walk up to me and say, "Hey, that song Breakdowns touched my soul. Hey, man, I listened to that song in the shower. Hey, I've been going through a rough time, and that song really helped me get through the day." And so after that song, that really solidified my position of being a youth empowerment artist. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Next album, I'm gonna make a youth empowerment album. So our next generation of kids. Um, so our next generation of kids will create that type of music I'm making, and it will be normalized, so it won't be like I'm going against the grain with what we have going on right now. So that's why I decided to dedicate my album. I believe in youth, toward the youth, and yeah, the next project. Just hope to have a bunch of collaborations.
Can you tell me more about what it was like to actually have people like give you feedback on your music and talk about like how it touched their soul and things like that? Can you cover more about that?
Yeah, it's just sometimes in my realm of how I'm living my life right now, it's just a moment of me like saying, what am I doing? Is this the right thing? And the fact that music can change lives keeps me going. The little motivational messages people give me, but when I perform and I see kids' faces and they're smiling and they say they really love the songs and stuff like that, they really love this alternative music. That's the stuff that really keeps me going. That gives me the motivation to say, I can do this, and let's see how far we can. Let's see how far we can go. And especially when it hits the adults too, um, that that really that really helps me keep going because of course adults and youth have different points of view of life. A kid can just be like, we're sunshines and rainbows, or like, I'm mad because I can't play the PS4, versus I'm mad because the bill is coming up and woo wah what, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that I can change again, that I can change somebody's mindset or change somebody's life, bring them some hope in their life through music is really like a good motivational, or my why of why I do this. Just to motivate the next generation, and to motivate them now so they can just keep going, or just bottom line motivate people so they can keep going and just give them a good time. Right on.
Yeah, it's a pretty valid reason, man. It's kind of noble too, Loki, just to like just shifting a whole like new generation to actually think more positive, more better about themselves and the world. I really like that about you, man.
Mhm.
So growing up in Chicago, has the city like really shaped you more around your music? How has it like influenced your choices and your life even?
Right on. I believe every artist. I know when people say they're influenced by like a few artists, but real life, I believe that you're influenced by your surroundings and everything that you not to say like gone through, but like your whole experience of being of a human being. Like the for instance, Chance the Rapper is an amazing storyteller. Like when he's rapping, you can actually visualize what he's talking about, and that's because I believe of his personal experiences of how he grew up in Chicago, and like for me, just just looking around and listening to artists. That's where I get the composition inspiration from. I can say that for sure. Like the way I produce my music, it's probably Michael Jackson, um, great entertainers like Chris Brown. Um, the list can go down, like Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder. I love the orchestration. Really, 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 really inspired by Quincy Jones, because a lot of people don't give him enough credit. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit or get enough, rest in peace his soul, but he doesn't get enough credit because that man almost produced. I think he did or almost produced a whole Thriller album, which is like the best from what the charts say, like the best album in the world, basically. Um, and and his other compositions too. Like I just love music in general. Just to hear compositions. I don't ever judge of where I get my inspiration from. I can get my inspiration from like a TV show or just a commercial, just to hear harmonizations in a commercial or something like that. But again, yeah, everything that I've experienced is is an inspiration. Just life is an inspiration of how I uh get my music out. Right on. And then in church as well too. Church. People always say like, "Oh, you grew up in church." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
Fellowship Baptist.
100%. I
Right
feel
on.
you.
So yeah.
So covering more about like church and the God thing.
Yeah.
Your one of your songs, and I would say this is like one of my most favorite songs from you actually, is Make It Through,
Mm.
where your most notable line, living in Chicago, God is in your favor, resonates with a lot of people, I believe. Do you tell me
Mm.
about what inspired you to make that song?
Really, my manager, Marshall Calorie, was like, we need to make a like an album for the youth. It was like, yeah. And then so we just put in songs together, like positive songs. I was in the studio going like just making songs like I Believe, I Love Myself, Change the World, and I was like, man, I was thinking like, man, I need a Chicago anthem. Like when I turn this on, I want Chicago to feel like this is our song. You know what I'm saying? So when I wrote those lyrics, man, it was just like I feel like it was just as impactful as Breakdowns, which is gonna probably drop like this, probably most definitely this year. I can't say when, but that song "Make It Through" was just like I just wanted to tell a story that everybody can feel. You know, just living in Chicago, God is in your favor. I'ma hold it down like call me an anchor. Think about my problems, deal with it later. Focus on my family and stack up all this paper. Who can anybody, even if you're not a Chicagoan, even if you're from across the world, if you take Chicago out and replace it with Atlanta, replace it with I just forget all the what Ohio or any state or city, bro. That's relatable. I'm living in this place. God is in my favor. I'm gonna hold it down, and I'm gonna stack this money up for my family, and I'm gonna continue to pursue to be the best that I can be. And that's what the whole song was about. Just being the best you can be and overcome all challenges. And but I felt like Chicago really needed that. So that's why living in Chicago, God is, and there's so much and one thing I really want to say is there's a lot of stuff that I see on social media. We never publicize good stuff. And it's always when we post stuff, like we see breaking news, ooh, OOM, it's always, and we never see no, you know what I'm saying? That really irritates my skin. Like we always see us publicized doing bad stuff. We never see, oh, this school, this classroom got all straight A's. Oh, this person is giving back to the community, or oh, this person is having a bash for the youth. Oh, this person, you know what I'm saying? We don't see that every day. We see, oh, this person got shot. Oh, this person robbed a store. Oh, this person, this, that, and it's all this. Why can't we make this good? Why can't we publicize us being good? And it seems like almost to a sense to like we feed off it intentionally, like we just mindlessly engaging with bull crap, you know? And again, it's almost to where like we're creating a stereotype to where it's this is oh this the normal, oh breaking news, no, oh this the normal, oh this is normal stuff, but let me engage with it, you know what I'm saying? Why can't we publicize our babies doing great stuff, even if it's not in America? Like why can't we And there's a bunch of good. I'm saying there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of good stuff that's happening in Chicago. Is not being publicized. We only publicize gun violence, bull crap, nonsense, uh, arguments. Never something that's good. And again, that's what our babies are seeing. That's what we are seeing, and we're on our phones like all the time. So again, we seeing our people doing bull crap over and over and over and over again, and we just seeing it over and over and over again. It's becoming in our subconscious mind that if I look at you and I didn't know you, I'm gonna automatically assume that you're that you're a bad person, and that's not how it should be. When I look at you, I should be like, and I do. When I look at you, I should be like, you're an intelligent black man. I can see you probably being a philanthropist in the future or a philanthropist right now. But society says, no, you're a gangbanger, you're a drug dealer, and you will cause chaos because of social media. So again, yeah, we have to. Either I'm going to. I don't care if somebody try to steal my idea. If somebody see this, steal my idea. But I want to make a platform to where we only publicize good stuff about our people. Only. Bottom line, I'm really passionate about that.
Dude, I feel your passion, man. Like that gives me chills, bro. Like you really talking. I love that, bro. I love that. I
Appreciate
love
it.
that. I love that, man.
Thank you, bro. It's real. We
And
need to have that.
that's true, exactly. And your song, like honestly, it really is an anthem because it's so relatable to any like situation anybody's in, just like what you said, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
this could be played in Atlanta, Ohio, bro, New Jersey, bro. You'd even
Yeah.
be you'd be overseas in like Europe or something and like still resonate with this song, bro, because
Hmm.
regardless of whatever you're going through, you don't make it through, man. You don't make it
Exactly.
through. And I love that so much, bro.
Exactly. Thank you, brother.
Could you cover a little bit more about your writing process too? Like, what is it like for you to be in the studio, and like, how do you come up with songs or
Hmm.
something, or do you just like say some affirmations to yourself and then go based off that?
Yeah, we most definitely. I walk in with an intention for the album. I walked in with an intention for the whole album. I walked in with an intention to make something positive for the youth and something alternative, like music you never heard before, or just bringing back some type of renaissance sound uh, to the uh, to the masses or people who listen to it. Right on. So my writing process, it's first I make the beat. I made the whole album. Every song I made it. I produced and mixed, mastered it all myself. And so once I finished the beat, it's not mixed and mastered yet. But once I finished the little blueprint of the beat, I write down either it's something catchy because I want it to be something that can be a mantra that you can say to yourself. I want every chorus that I make to be something that will make you feel happy or have good intentions to make you rise above a situation. So, for example, I can all my like a few courses. I believe that I achieve. That's the first song. I believe that I achieve. You can say that to yourself, like that's how I want my chorus, like with those type of messages. That's the type of choruses I wanted to be on the album, to where you could say it to yourself and you can sing it. But if you say it to yourself, it's like it's a mantra, like it's something that you can look in the mirror and say, I believe that I can achieve. Keep on getting stronger, keep on getting wiser, keep on feeling better. So stuff like that, like keep on getting wiser. I'll keep on getting stronger, and I'll keep on getting better. You can look in the mirror and say that to yourself in the morning. That's the type of energy I was coming when I write in the studio. So again, I either write down something that's gonna I always start with the chorus. I'm either gonna write something down that's gonna be catchy, that's gonna be fun. But every time I write something, it's gonna always have an intention behind it. And after I get the chorus, I might have a bridge or I might not, but I might have a bridge, and then I just write the verse. Uh, and then see wherever that goes. And then after that, there's a couple that's outside of me writing, but like there's mixing processes, and then it's like let me add some music, let me add some different instruments on it to elevate it. But that's really the intention behind my writing, and that's how I write. I always write the chorus first, and then After I write the chorus, I might write a bridge, and then I write the verse. But I always make sure the chorus either makes you feel good, feel happy, awesome, or just have a powerful message behind it, a mantra.
That's that's really good. And I
Thank you.
learned I heard this from Michael Jackson actually.
Oh, really?
He said that music is a mantra, so like you're constantly repeating something, you're constantly saying something that goes into you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like which I have a saying too, like when I think about music or something, what your input is or what your output will be. You know what I mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
Like what you're taking in and what you're hearing constantly in your spirit is literally what you're basically going to output into the world in one way or another. So
Mm-hmm.
it's important to have like positive mantras like you're talking about.
Right on.
I heard, Zion, that you also are an actor, and I've seen some of your acting too. Could you tell the viewers and me just about your acting and how you got into the scene?
Yeah. So I started off again. As a kid, I used to go in musicals, plays, and stuff like that. So originally, I wasn't going to do that. My sister was my sister was in a yeah, it was a play, but it was kind of a musical too. And the drama teacher needed more boys. My mom wanted to put me in a situation to where I was active when I got out of school. So she was like, you know what, join your sister with the play she in and go audition. I was like, ah, so I did it anyway because I obey my mom, and so I did it, and I was like, I wasn't confident. I thought I couldn't sing, but mind you, beforehand I used to like I didn't think I couldn't sing. I was just embarrassed about my voice. I didn't like singing in public. I only like singing around my sister because like we would just play around. We would just sing in the house and stuff like that. Like because we just do that fun because we both sing. And then she was all like, "Okay, hit this major chord." No, 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 no. And I just sung it. She's like, "You can sing." Nah. And then after that, she gave me a role. It was a lead role, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then um after that, it was history. I loved being in musicals and plays after that. I loved being on stage. And especially when I had my lines down. When I had my lines down. And I had no problem getting my lines down. I actually figured out a great way for me to memorize my lines. But after I got my lines down, it was like it felt good to be like to go through to run through something and play as this different person and yeah, it was groovy. I really love being like mythical characters too. That was like I played Papa Gay and Once on This Island. It was so cool. Me being this like over dramatic evil person with a staff. I loved it. But yeah, I played the voice of the plant, Little Shop of Horrors, Feed Me Seymour, like the Tin Man and the Wiz, hair seaweed and hairspray. Um, it was Pepe and West Side Story, Snoopy and You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. A whole lot of stuff in my catalog. And I also recently last year I played Red Bone Tone in the musical Bronzeville the musical. Um, I played a couple more roles too. I played one of the FOI brothers. FOI. I think it's FOI. I think it's FOI most definitely. Yep, Fruit of Islam. Yep, FOI brother, and a prince and a slave, and all I did all those roles, and I thought it was groovy. People walked up to me and told me my performance was good, and that they almost didn't like me as a person. But then I was like, oh, we gotta forget. This is actually Zion. This is not like Redbone Plum is not Zion, right? I'm not trying to take over I'm not trying to take over the world, right? So in a bad way. I'm not trying to take over the word in a bad way. But yeah, that was an amazing journey, and just being under Hayes Talent Agency as well is groovy because I get opportunities to possibly act in new upcoming shows and stuff like that, and it's groovy. So I just auditioned for something, so I'm just hoping that I get involved some type of way, right on. So yeah, my acting career, I feel like my acting career almost probably just started, to be honest with you. because all the other stuff, I'm not disregarding all the other stuff, but I really haven't got into being on the camera, and that's like the next step because I'm also a videographer on the side, and I know how to like shoot stuff, and I have a groovy passion for like music videos and stuff like that, especially if you have a storyline. I really hate the music videos that you just like record and there's no story. It's just you recording at different places. I love a storyline. I love how the baby did. You seen Bop? I know you seen Bop. Exactly, the storyline. He said Bop the musical. The whole storyline and how he shot it in one shot. He made a story. Like I love people. I love when they put concepts behind it. Like the baby really did his thing when he had his run, and he's still doing a great job. But I loved it. I love when he had his run. When he just worked with the real goats, which helped him like did concepts like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air and other concepts. I love concepts like that. But back to what I was saying about me acting, I really haven't started my acting career yet. Um, but I feel as soon as I get on the screen, that's when I can say I started my acting career. Right on.
For people who like also want to get into acting or even just start off like how you're starting, how should people get in?
Very, very easily. People probably don't want to do this, but you really need to go on stage first. Because a lot of people started on stage first. Denzel Washington, a lot of your favorite actors started on stage first. Denzel Washington, I think Viola Davis. Viola Davis maybe started on stage, but or she probably started her not professional yet, but she probably started acting on stage before she got on the screen. But there's like your favorite actors really started on stage first, and that I guess it give you some not credibility but some experience to that you would need to get on the screen for, and also taking some classes. There's like a bunch of class acting classes in Chicago, and if you go to school and you have a drama, if you go to school and you have a drama class, bro, just go ahead and take that. If it's an after school program, bro, and there's like a whole bunch of other theaters you can search up. Like if you type in not again, but if you type in like Black Ensemble Theater or something like Black Ensemble Theater, you can or theaters near me, theater companies near me or theater companies in Chicago, bro, there'll be like a whole catalog of theaters that you can just audition for or something like that, or just be on the lookout for and stuff. So if you want to get involved, bro, I really suggest you start on stage first. Also, one other thing, my family went through this. Do not go through those scams. If you have to pay for anything up front first, unless it's like a packet, like they're actually giving you something like a packet of information like, oh, headshots supposed to look like this, here are like 50, here's 50 acting agencies, here's like 50 numbers. But there's like a situation where somebody tried to finesse us saying, oh, this thing is $1,000, this whole thing is $1,000. No, that's a whole scam, and you'll never see your fruit come from your seeds if you invest in that. Right on.
Yeah, I feel
Save
you.
your
And
money.
thank you for the warning for people who may not know.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yep,
watch out.
yep. And they gonna look real professional too on my granny. You gonna be like, oh, this is how it is. Nah, bro. Oh, my granny, bro. You gonna go up to the elevator. You gonna think you the jam. Yeah, you gonna go into the office, bro. They a scam, bro. It's over with. Don't do that. Don't do that. They get paid when you get paid, right on. That's how
Real,
it's supposed to be.
real. What challenges did you face early on in your career and how did you push through them?
Right
And
on.
for people who are also feeling stuck in whatever situation they're in, what is some advice that you have for them?
I know this is not a good. I'm not gonna say his name as an example, but this person said this because he's in a bunch of controversy right now. But this person said this, and it's very smart. We are here to be used, but we're not here. But don't misuse people. Right on. We're all here to be used. So your gift is supposed to be helpful to another person, and that is why I decided to dedicate my music to the youth. So my all my music has an intention behind it, and it's supposed to the intention is to help you uplift yourself, to make you feel like you can do anything and just to have a good time. Right on. Because who doesn't like to have a good time, and who doesn't like to believe in themselves? Right on. So when you create something, um when you create anything, make sure that people need it. You know, Like, what do the world need, and how can I use my gift to contribute to what the world needs? You're gonna hear the word no a lot, and that's why you always look around for the person who's gonna say yes. Me and my manager Marshall, we go to a bunch of events, and sometimes we crash the event, and how we do it is that we find the person who would say yes. Somebody would say no. Somebody who's a part of the program, oh, say no, it's too packed out. We can't fit Zion Ali in it. Okay, let's talk to the owner of the organization. Yes, we would love. Yeah, I seen you perform, Zion. I would love to have you on it. Let's find a way. So you're gonna always have to find somebody to say yes. Always, and also be in the rooms to where it makes sense, you know. And if you go into a room, have an intention, talk to everybody, talk to a bunch of people. You never know who would need your services, but always be expected to say no. I'll always be expected for them to say no and stuff like that, or not no, because they never say no. They always say like, "We'll take your card, we'll keep you in mind." Just the worst thing they can say is no, right on, unless they're just buttholes. But I never encountered a butthole like that. Praise God. But if you're in a wrong room, a lot of people will brush you off because they're not used to people acting like that. They're not used to people like walking up to you trying to take your hand and network and trying to see what services we can exchange. Also, just and also when you're performing, the worst thing that could prepare for the worst thing that could happen and expect it not to go your way. And then when does go your way, turn up.
For real, man. You're really wise, dude. Like you got a lot of like knowledge just in your noggin. You know what I mean,
Bro, I performed to like over 200 shows, bro.
dude?
I've been in 200 situations, bro. Like it's yeah. You ask my manager. I've been very frustrated in situations. I've been in situations that made me very frustrated. But we just gotta learn how to just keep going and just shrug it off the shoulder, right on, one step and one day at a time.
With all like the challenges you've gone through within like the music industry and just your performances and everything, like who really keeps you grounded, or how do you stay grounded?
Yeah, it's those little things in my ear, people saying, "You got this," or people saying that, my song changed their lives. And I guess, and also my manager too, because my manager, he always has the best intentions behind everything he does. He has the best intentions to where if we're going somewhere, we're not going somewhere because it's bullcrap. We're going somewhere because it's an opportunity, and it's a nice opportunity. So I appreciate him for doing stuff like that. And yeah, those people that tell you that you got this, or man, I believe in you, or you're next up, just stuff like that keeps me going and stuff like that. And just seeing the kids smiles, or just seeing people smile while you're performing, and it's such an adverse crowd, for me, that's powerful, because a lot of people in that crowd probably don't even listen to the type of music that I make, or not even not listen to this, the first time them hearing something like this, and it's like something new, and they feel it, and they love it. So that stuff like that keeps me going for sure.
That's great, man. Honestly, like it's just a vibe, and it's good that you should actually stay solid in your own head and in your own space while you're doing all these things. Just,
Yeah,
dude, I like check out what you do, man. You and Marshall are around everywhere, man. Like
yeah.
y'all are always moving, bro. So like, kudos to you for just all
Thank
that
you,
effort you put in, man.
thank you.
And I'm also wondering too, as someone who makes music, like I made music myself, I'm
Mhm.
wondering, and for other people who also made music or starting to make music, how can people break into the scene and like just make themselves heard and get out there in the world?
Collaboration. That's like the best advice I can give to you. It's collaboration. Because what I did is basically collaboration. But you can collaborate through video. You can collaborate through songs, which is probably like the most effective way. Because if you collaborate, I know sometimes like nobody like paying for a feature, which I've never paid. I think I have paid for a feature one time on a song. It was a while ago, but. Artists got to get paid, right on. But like collabing with your um local artists that are like making the same music or making adverse, that's even better. Making music that that's not like your sound, and you're collabing with them. Their fans gonna collab with your fans and stuff like that. Um, and you being seen in person. Also, this is also in a marketing book. It's still to this day the best marketing is the word of mouth, and a lot of people will talk about you if they see you and they see the work that you're doing. Or yeah, in general, if you're staying in their faces, whether it's on the phone or you seen them in person, like bro, like people be like, bro, every time I turn around, I see you, bro. Like, oh, bro, right, we be seeing each other all, bro. I be see this like my fourth event I seen you at, bro. But yeah, just staying in people's faces and just being relevant in some type of way and collaboration. That's like top tier advice.
So, if you had limited resources, what would you build to support other artists or young creators?
Basically, what a lot of people should know about, make a platform just like the John Watt Foundation. If the John Watt Foundation had more funds, they'll be able to do more stuff. And I think what they already have, I'm not saying they have enough funds. If you want to donate, if anybody watching want to donate to the John Watt Foundation, please donate. But they're giving opportunities, and the Shell Pew is giving opportunities to the youth to where they can be involved in with major artist opportunities, and also giving them pathways to help them find their to help them get to where they want to be with their artistry. And if I had a bunch of resources and I had enough resources, I would do just same thing that John Watt Foundation is doing, but like, or even donate my resources to the John Watt Foundation. I would love for like more artists and creatives to get involved with what they have going on. I would love to like call up like people like Corporate, Chance, Skinbone, and like people who are in the industry of being a creator to come talk to the youth and maybe even do a workshop or two with the youth of how they do what they do, and just being able to give them opportunities. John Wow Foundation, they're giving opportunities for the youth to perform at different big stages like Lollapalooza and stuff like that. But like if we had more funds dedicated to nonprofits like that, a lot of our youth would be more involved with stuff like that. If we had more donations going to stuff like that, and also the Building Brighter Futures Foundation. Um, yeah, that like like foundations and nonprofits like that. That'll be groovy because they're doing the same thing. Um, and what's that other nonprofit? It's not from the Go Fest. It's not from the Go Fest. It's dang. You know what from the Go Fest is? Dang! Oh my God, she gonna hate me. She gonna hate me. Okay, but if you do From the Go Fest is basically the same. Is their corporation is the same thing. So the people who own From the Go Fest, I forgot. I hope she don't hurt me. But the people who own From the Go Fest have this organization where they help artists and videographers and creators, help them create and give them spaces to where they can do podcasts. They can do mini shows, or they can use the equipment and stuff like that, or they can record music and stuff like that. And I think that's dope. I feel like I feel like if I would be like the resource for the resource, like, or yeah, be the resource. Like I'll get the resources and be the resource for the people who need the resources, like the nonprofits. I'll be like, here, and just donate to those nonprofits are doing something for our youth. So yeah, like think outside the block. Uh, yeah, just a bunch of nonprofits that helping our artists and creators express themselves and get them on and help them grow their platform. That's what I would do.
That's real. I mess with that. Okay. So Zion, man, your social media content is fire and it's always bumping and colorful and loud and in your face. So I was
Yeah.
wondering, like, what is your process to actually get that media content made and like how do you connect with your audience through it?
Oh, for me, I grew up with stuff like that. So like, and I'm fascinated with stuff like that. So we made like videos like that for like over 100 and something times. So it's out now. It's like the back of the head, like how we do it. It's just really really fast. But but yeah, we see the blueprint. Me and my manager Marshall, we assess the area first, and then we like, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start right here, and then we're gonna end right here, and we're gonna tell the owner of the business to do something to make magic happen, right? So that's really what the whole thing was. The whole video is just like to make magic happen, you know. So like so the food would appear once they like snap their hands or something like that, or some just wanted to be something magical, and again, yeah, that's what we wanted to push, which positivity, magic, the faith of we're making it through, right on, or we're having big energy. So yeah, that's really what the blueprint is, just being magical. But again, that word that you use, engaging, is basically the key word of how to get somebody to watch your videos. Like, just find a way to be engaging. Like, exactly, find a way. People love when they feel like, oh, like they got, not like they got, but they're like they see what you did there. Oh, like I see what you did there. So where do these balloons come from? Okay, turn up. I was like, hey yo, but yeah, just find a way to be engaging, like make it seem like that is something, and then turns out to be, oh, I'm promoting my music, but like people love the fact that you created it into you created the content to make it like content and not like you're just trying to promote a song. And that's what every artist should be like. You're not supposed to promote your song. You're supposed to promote it, but when you promote it, you're supposed to promote it like it's not supposed to be like you're promoting it, because nobody likes a commercial. Nobody likes an ad unless it's a really really funny ad. And that's how you get people engaged in funny ads. So like if you make your content funny, or you can make somebody smile, or if you can have somebody that's really big, or for me it was community, but if you can have somebody like an influencer in your video, that's engaging. If you can like make the first 10 seconds of your video a skit and then turn it into like a promo, that's engaging. So yeah, just stuff like that.
Creative ways to kind of, or more kind of like creative and clever ways to attract a viewer. You know what I mean? I think
Right,
that's
right.
that's what you're getting onto, right?
Exactly, yeah, yeah.
I feel it. I feel it. So we're coming around to the closing questions, and I want to ask you, how can people support you, and where can they follow you, stream your music, and get to see some of your performances?
Yeah, right on. So I'm making a catalog. I want to record my best performances. So like I'm gonna be prepared next time. So when I have like a big concert or something like that, or I'm performing somewhere at a big festival stage, I'm gonna make sure that it's being recorded some type of way on two angles, so I can post it on my YouTube channel, because I don't have a lot of videos of me performing. I have videos of me performing like Healthy Hood, from the Go Fest, and I have a when I sung the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem at Northwestern, on my YouTube. But I want more festivals. I want even more music videos. I barely even have any music videos. Actually, I don't have any music videos. that's like supporting my music. I don't have any music, so I'm gonna need to get that done. But if you want to support me, it's ZionZionAli on all platforms, Zion Ali on all platforms, and the biggest way you can support me is stream my music, stream all my music, stream Make It Through, stream my whole album, I Believe in Youth, show it to your kids, do that. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Give them something alternative to listen to. You know what they listening to. You know what's on the media. Give them something alternative to listen to, because I promise you they will love it. They'll fall in love with it. So yeah. If you want to book me too, yeah, it's ZionAli. You can find me anywhere on all platforms. Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. And to just fully wrap up, can you leave us with one powerful quote that captures like your mission and purpose and hopes for the future?
Two things. Because I've been in position in one thing. It's okay to stop, but don't quit. It's okay to stop, but don't quit. And one day at a time, one step at a time, one smile at a time. Every moment, I enjoy the moments that I enjoy, and I know we don't enjoy the moments that we don't enjoy. But an old man told me this. Well, I say old man. He was one of my old friends, and he passed away like a couple years ago. But he told me that this is in the Bible. It says, "This too shall pass." So any trial and tribulation, any moment, especially those little small moments that be like making you so upset, it shall pass, dude. Like it's all groovy, bro. That's how I feel when people ask me how my day's going or how was an event. I say it's all groovy. Also, just because of my subconscious mind, but it's all groovy means that it's either way. It's either way is good because God say it's good. Right on. Either way is good. Either way is good. It turned out the best way it could have. Right on. So
Exactly. I agree with that too. I don't
yeah.
like, personally for me, I'm like, just have each day a good day. Like when people ask me how my day was, I'm like, it was good, man. Just, I'm not gonna like let myself get down or something like that. I'm gonna keep myself up, you know what I'm saying? That's just how we gotta roll.
Mm,
So with that, ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen, our time together has come to a close. Zion, thank you so much for being on this incredible show, man. I appreciate you, bro.
It was an honor. It was a blessing, man. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be on your platform, man. Thank you so much.
No problem, man. And thank you to all the viewers for supporting the Next Breath podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with people that you know. Make sure you all go stream Zion Ali's music on all platforms. And special thank you to the Black Empowerment Hub podcast for providing this platform. Here, we've been elevating the voices of tomorrow and inspiring all the youth to keep reaching for greatness. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we are the Next Breath Podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Bell, signing off.